Look, I know. I've put out quite a few money plays this year that you guys can use on the goal line in Madden 19. Well, to be honest with you, you're not always going to be on that perfect spot on the goal line. You're not always going to get to the 1 or the 2 yard line where you have your rehearsed dots that you guys can use. Sometimes you get stuck on the 10, the 13, or the 18-yard line, or as I like to call, the Madden limbo zone. It's the zone in the red zone where it's too long to call up a normal goal line play, but it's also too short for an explosive play call. So if you stick around, you get the lowdown on the money play I like to use that'll get me closer to the goal line, and in the right situations, it can even get you a touchdown. Let's get it. So the concept that we're going to use today, it's pretty universal, and it is found in, I think, in pretty much every single playbook, not only in this formation, the tray offset, but it's found in different formations as well, like the gun trips tight end, the gun tray, and the gun A slot offset. The play that we're going to use is the level switch sail. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this. Most of it is called the level sail, but in this playbook, it's called the level switch sail. Tweaking off that 2CB, huh? Is he gone? So we're going to start on the 10-yard line, and then we're going to move back. We also have the defense on random play. So here's the play call, and now let's have the setup. First, you want to block your running back. Triangle Y, select your running back, press R2 or right trigger. Then you want to streak both your tight end, Graham, and your inside receiver, Adams. Triangle Y, select Graham, and then push the D-pad up. Now he's on a streak. Same goes for Adams. Now with Cobb, you can either put him on a flat or a zig route. I like to put him on a zig route. Triangle Y, select Cobb, and then pull the right stick left. Now Allison, you can either leave him there or you can smart route it. I like to smart route it to give my chance at the score. And you can smart route it by press triangle Y, selecting Allison, and then press R1 or right bumper. Now here are the reads. Cobb is the first read. If that corner or those zones don't sit with Cobb, you go ahead and hit him for a quick 5 yards. But the second read, and the most important one for you to make, is Allison. If he breaks inside and nobody's in between him and the ball, you're going to throw a low pass to him by holding L2 or left trigger and then throwing it to Allison. And the streaks, if they get open in the back of the end zone, you can throw a high pass to him by holding L1 or left bumper. So let's go ahead and get the play call. Cobb is kind of covered. The streak in the back of the end zone is open, and then we throw it there. And so that's the play call I like to use when I'm right like at the 10 to 13 yard line where I can get a first down and still get some yards. Now this looks like they are calling a man blitz, so I might get sacked here because it's not the best play call. But actually, I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to smart route Adams because I want to get the ball out quick because they're going to run a man blitz. So you see here, you throw it to Adams. We actually even got a touchdown from there. So you guys can see that you can use this in a variety of different reads. You got the high-low with the zig and the smart route there, but you also have these end zone routes that your opponent, unless he's in like a cover 4, then he has to respect them and go and guard them. We're going to run it one more time. I want to throw it to, I could have thrown it to Cobb there, but I wanted to throw it to Allison. I want to see if I can throw this deep in route to Allison. We're going to run one more setup, and then we'll get into the deeper setups as well. So let's go ahead and get it here. We might be able to throw it to Cobb here. There we go. All right, let's get into the other setups from a different distance.
Let me take their ass back to the
If you're new to this channel and you find this video useful, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Before we get to those long distance plays, I really wanted to make sure you guys know that especially when you get into the goal line, I do recommend running the ball. You want to use the inside zone and definitely use the halfback draw against those people who use cover 4 drop show too. So let's go into the long distance calls. So when you're further than 10 yards out, when you get to a situation like right here where we're on the 15-yard line, it's going to be kind of hard to throw those high passes because now your quarterback is going to be throwing like a 30-yard high pass. He's not going to be that accurate on it. So obviously you can run level sail as normal. Your first read will be to the running back, then you have a read to your tight end. So level sail by itself is a great like short yardage play. But here are a couple other setups that I have. The first one is just to put Cobb on the flat. That's going to open up Allison a little bit better when you're trying to drag those flat zones and those hook zones out a little bit to the left. The read to the right is still a high-low with Graham. The running back, whenever he's on a table route, the running back is always the first route to read. But then you have this little in route by Allison on the left. And the second setup is to run the same flat by Cobb, but then putting Graham on a curl route. This keeps the user on the right side just a little bit, and if he goes anywhere else, you can go ahead and throw it to Graham. Obviously, I don't have a user out there, but you still have to be able to make reads, and you guys know, obviously, you can't just decide to be a passing guru one day and then a bum the next. But that's going to be it. Those are the ways that I like to use, or that's the little concept that I like to use when I get in the Madden limbo zone or the Madden dead zone, where it's too long to throw like a normal goal line play, but it's also too short to get my like 30-yard dot out in the back of my bag. But I also have another goal line play that I have for you guys that I put out last week. You're probably going to be able to see a little preview in the left corner, and I'll throw a card up in the top right corner. But that's a play that you guys can use from different formations, or use the same concepts when you guys get to the 1 or the 2 yard line like we talked about earlier. But that's not the end of the discussion on goal line plays. Just because this video over doesn't mean the topic is over. What goal line plays do you guys use? Do you guys use the halfback power from the goal line set? Do you guys use the toss? Do you guys use some type of draw or another, like some slants? What do you guys use in the goal line? I want to know so I can steal them and put them in part of my scheme. I appreciate you guys showing up. I'll see you guys on next time. I'm out.